Alright, welcome back, and we're going to continue right from where we stopped in the previous video. So here I am just adding a little bit of highlight to it. Right, I'm doing this so that this makes the image come out so well, right, on this background. So once this is done, I do not want to add any shadows to it. I can add a little bit of white. I think 5 is good. Then I don't think, let's see. Okay, most times I just try this out and see what works for each image. So there isn't a specific pattern I follow to edit images. Okay, so for the vibrance, I just want it to have just a little bit of color to the image, but no saturation, because I rarely use saturation. I don't want it to be too saturated. Then I come over to my sharpness, to make the image a bit more sharper than what it is. You can add some of these. About 33 is good, and a bit more clarity. So let's say 13 is okay, and we're good to go. I think we can fire on and fly now. All right, so the next thing we want to do is to bring the a badge where we'll write the star, the time. So I'm going to click on that icon to cancel this, and then go straight to upload. So from my uploads, I would find the red badge. So again, this has been provided. You just need to upload all of these and make use of them for your design. So here is the badge. I'm going to select this red badge here, reduce the size, and place it somewhere around here. With that done, I just need to duplicate the text. So I'll select the date, right, and click on the duplicate icon here, right here beside the trash icon. Then I would edit this and write 7 a.m. So let's move this here. Okay, this is good. And I always make sure that it's at the center of the shape. I'll duplicate this and write prompt. So 7 a.m. prompt would reduce the size, move it somewhere around here. Then I'll go to font. So select font, and let's go reduce the font weight. So I'll click on this forward arrow and select medium for the font. So I don't want the prompt to be so prominent, right? Next, I would cancel this. So go again to upload, and then bring in the time icon. So the time icon should be reduced, should have a smaller size, not so tiny, but at the same time it shouldn't be so prominent. So we've got this here and we're good with the time. Next is to bring in a square shape for us to be able to write the venue. So I'll go to elements. This is the element icon at the bottom. I would select element and then go over to select the square shape. So I'm just going to click on that. Then we've got this here. I can easily just resize to have a small rectangle, and I'll place it somewhere around here. Then I'll go to color. Look at the color box below. I will select color and change it to yellow. Next, I will go to style. So when I click on style, I can easily increase the corner rounding. So let's increase this to somewhat 50. 50 is good. Then I would pick any of the text, right? Just duplicate any of the text to bring it here and edit to write venue. So make sure to place it at the center of your shape, the rectangle. Go over again to font. I want this to have some more weight, so I'll go to the Montserrat tag and click on it, and then select Montserrat, I think semi bold. Then we'd go over to the color, change it to black. We're using black because black contrasts very well with the yellow color. So I'll duplicate this again, right, to write my venue. So let's change the color to white since we are placing that on this background. Then I'll head over to edit and write the church, the address. Our church, each, okay, close to SDST auditorium, 5 clicks, close junior school, Smallville. Awesome. So we've got this, and so this is the address, and I'd like to increase the size a little bit more. So now this is good. Trying to move it closer to the venue so that it's not too far away. All right, so I think we are good. All we need to do next is to put in the name and the, more inquiries. So I would select the rectangle shape, click on duplicate, then move it over here and resize. So I'm going to resize it to have a size as this. Then go to color, change the color to white. So haven't done that. Let's see. Okay, haven't done that. I'm going to need to reduce this. All right. Once this is done, just trying to be sure that I am right on track. All right. So once this is done, I'll duplicate this. We have a little red shape there to write for inquiries. So we've got this here. Change the color to red. So you can use any shade of red though. So the color code for this is D6 0000. So with this done, all I need to do is to come over here and write for inquiries. Okay, so for inquiries, not inquiry, inquiries, and then reduce the size and place it somewhere here. Okay, it's a bit faint, so I'll go to my font and add some font weight to it. So we can use the semi-bold for this. Let's see. Okay, I like to zoom in so that I'll be able to make the edits to it properly. All right, so I'm increasing this, bringing my text in, increasing the size of the text a little, just a little, and this is good. Next, I will duplicate this again. I want to place it here, so I've got to change the color to black so that I can see it. All right, so you can then put in the contact info. Now I'm going to just write a random number, right? It's not real. +234. Okay. All right, let me zoom out. Nope. Okay. Oh, the number isn't complete. 8, 9, 10, 11. It should be. Okay, slash +234. Great. So I think we're good, right? Yep. Yeah. And this is looking really good. Next, I'm going to duplicate this rectangle again to write his name. So you want to have his name here, right? You see how well I try to align it with the rectangle below. So you see the line telling me that it is properly aligned. So it's important that your text has or your design has a form of alignment. Okay, With this done, I simply just need to duplicate this text to write the name of the person in the picture. So we're writing James Edison. James Edison. Great. Then again, I would simply duplicate this particular shape and resize it to bring it somewhere around here. Let me add a little, and I think this is good. Okay, I'll go to color, change the color to blue. Awesome. So the color code, yeah, I think this is good. 1C54BE. So that is the color code. So I'm writing his name as the head pastor. So let me duplicate this and write head pastor. So I'll reduce the size. This doesn't have to be large. Then guess what I need to do? Of course, I need to change the color to white so it can contrast so well with that particular background. And then I don't want it to be so bold. So let me see. Yeah, I don't want it to be so bold so that it can be a level of contrast with the name and the title right over there. So we can use medium. And the final thing we need to do is to bring in another shape, another rectangle, and place it somewhere at the top here, so we can put in the last detail. Shouldn't be so wide. So we're writing "you are invited." That's all. So I would like to go to style here. If I click on style,